Welcome to the Prophecy Club. Our topic today is global beast phones. This is going to be shocking. Food price increase or food shortage, and actually a little bit about China too. All right, first of all, I pulled this off the internet. I don't want to give you the real location. This is the guy I prefer not to refer to, but this is the text so that we can look at it more easily. And it's really, really important. Now, this one, I mean, in my Mark of the Beast book and also in several talks I've talked about, I said that we're coming up to a cell phone that is going to be our digital money. In other words, the coins, the paper is all going away, and here it is. This is the confirmation. While I didn't know this was coming exactly this way, I've been saying it's coming. Okay, so now I can't say that first letter up there. You know I can't say that. That's one of the taboo words. So I'll say the phones are coming. Say goodbye to iPhones. Phones are already developed. Look at that. Already developed and manufactured in Germany, United Kingdom, with final software upgrade in the United States. This smartphone is three-dimensional. Now, I don't exactly understand what that is. My guess is that it's going to receive satellite. It'll also be Wi-Fi and probably Bluetooth, probably hooked into your car and everything else. Again, we're coming to the time where he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. And that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, his number is 666. But the point is, he causeth all, both small and great, and that no man might buy or sell. Okay, so we're coming into a time when every transaction on the globe can be monitored, means they can turn it off, just like you can't get onto some airplanes without having the anti-V. It's coming to where you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have, here it is. That's why I'm calling it the Beast Phone. Or we would say the Mark of the Beast Phone. Let's start and read this again. The, I can't say that letter, are already developed. Already developed. Look carefully at this. This is really cutting edge. Already developed, already manufactured, Germany, United Kingdom, and final software in the United States. This smartphone is three-dimensional and of the highest quality. It'll become one of the main tools, look carefully at these words, for direct credit and expenditures. What's that? So that no man can buy or sell. This is the Mark of the Beast Phone. You can't cut it any other way. For direct credit and expenditures in daily life for consumer, retail, and business commerce domestically and international. Boom. There it is. That's the Mark of the Beast Phone. There it is. A three-dimensional phone. They say it's already been manufactured. And it's going to, when it says three-dimensional, doesn't exactly, but we know it's got to tie into the QFS system. We know it's got to tie into the Starlink. Okay, that's what they've been working on. All of these low Earth orbiting satellites I've been talking about, it's all now coming online. Direct credit and expenditures in daily life for consumer, retail, and business commerce domestically and internationally. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, and that no man might buy or sell. There it is. This is a $500 billion, now think about that, $500 billion dollar manufacturing operation in 3 countries. Costs may increase as $7 billion. $7 billion? Where do we get $7 billion? Because they say there's 7 billion people on the earth right now. In other words, this is going to replace all communications. This is going to replace all cell phones. Every person on the globe has to have a cell phone. Why? Well, so he can talk to Granny. No. So that everybody is going to be a buy or sell. You want to buy or sell anything, you have to do it with this new phone, this new three-dimensional Beast Phone. Well, that's what it is. It's a Mark of the Beast Phone. I'm going to say right up front, that's what it is. It's a Mark of the Beast Phone. This is probably the biggest confirmation that we are moving into the tribulation, that the beast is about to arrive, the tribulation is about to start. Here it is. This is a three-dimensional phone that is going to be the way we pay for things in the future. This is a $500 billion manufacturing operation, and they've already got them built. They didn't even tell us about it. They're ready to go with them. These costs may increase as 7 billion of these phones will be dispersed to, look at it, all people on earth. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, receive a mark on the right hand, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or or the phone. You see what it's saying? Okay. Will be dispersed to all people on earth. Will be dispersed to all people on earth. Will be dispersed by all people on earth. I'll say it one more time. Look at those words. I didn't write it. Will be dispersed to all people on earth. The QFS, what have I been saying? What have I been talking about? What have we been talking? We've been saying this for a long time. I don't know, 2 years? The QFS system will create its own internet. In other words, the current internet is going bye-bye. I didn't know this. I knew that, again, you got to have a sure way to collect votes where they can't cheat. You got to have a secure way to where you can exchange funds, where the Moloch and the Baal worshippers that have been stealing from us for at least 300 years, probably going back to the pyramids, truth be told. And so you got to have another way. This is the new way. Now, here's what I said to my wife on another conversation that I can't discuss with you, but I will say this part. I said, what they're doing is bringing in an entirely new financial system. And I want to believe that the New World Order, and this is all part of it, I want to believe it's going to be good. I want to believe that lots and lots and lots of money is about to be poured in to solve lots and lots and lots of problems that I can't talk about right now. I want to believe that it's going to work. But that's not what the prophecies say. That's not what the Bible prophecies say. That's not what Demetra Dudum, and that's not what the other people. I think it'll be successful for a little while. I want to believe it's going to be successful for 2, 3, 4 years, maybe 5. That's a little bit of it. But past that, I'm going to pray it. I'm going to pray it is successful. But I don't think it's going to last too long. I do think that we will come into the new QFS system. I do think that this new system using cell phones, look, read it. I didn't write the stuff. 7 billion phones means a whole new phone, a whole new system. Everybody going to use this phone system to buy and sell. Look, I didn't write it. There it is. That's the beast phone. That's the mark of the beast phone right there. And I just got the information here just a few hours ago. This is all new information. I believe it comes from a reliable source. I believe it's accurate. This is a $500 billion manufacturing operation in 3 countries. They've already built them. Cost may increase as 7 billion of these phones will be dispersed to all people on Earth. The QFS will create its own internet that will work off of its trinary code. Never seen that word before. Trinary code, and perhaps a G8 network for SATCOM. Satellite phones. But it's not just satellite. It's going to be working in connection with everything. Here's the way I think it'll probably work. In other words, as you walk indoor, it will pick up your phone. As you go outdoors, probably any place on the globe, as it picks up these low Earth orbiting Elon Musk Starlink phones. Okay, they're putting up some 12,000 of them. They're supposed to be online here in the next year or so. So all of this is going to link together to the beast phone. Why? Now, I believe it. You see down here in the bottom line, okay, that's WWG1, WGA. What does that stand for? Where we go one, we go all. Now, those of you that know what we're talking about know that these are the good guys. These are the people that are filing what is the latest count? 222,450 sealed, 222,450 unsealed, and 242,286 sealed indictments. These are the good guys that are trying to effect the massive arrests that I heard. Again, what was that, March 9th? I heard massive arrest, massive arrest. Okay, this is what we're coming into. Now, let me show you some other things. See, you're not going to have something like this go global without it not affecting other things. So we can see, how do I say this? Okay, if there's an earthquake in one city, another city is going to feel it. So when you get something like this happening financially, you're going to see other things around the nation that aren't directly, but indirectly, it's confirming it. Watch. So here this comes from HowTurtleRadioShow.com. The guy seems to always come up with the stuff that confirms what I'm looking for. Covert intel. Major banks putting limits on ACH. In other words, that's your paying for things. Like, for example, my car payment is an ACH payment. Now I've got to look into, and by the way, that car payment is coming out of my Bank of America account. And this has to do with Bank of America. So, no, if you've got a car payment over $1,000, and I don't have to look to see if my car payment's over that. But anyway, it's saying major banks putting limits on ACH and wire transfers of $1,000 maximum per day. So that means if you've got a Bank of America account and if your car payment or if your house payment is ACH, and if it's over $1,000, that means that as of November the 15th, what the article goes on to say, you might not be able to make it. See, this to me is confirming we're coming into a new financial system. We're coming into the QFS system. As I've been saying, all of it's going to be paid for digitally through your cell phones. Boom. There it is. Which says to me the tribulation is getting very close. The new mark of the beast system is getting close because I'm going to call this the beast phone. That's what it is. It's the beast phone. On to the next one. Reputable source. If you call CBS and KCAL of Los Angeles reputable, experts say prices at grocery stores will continue to rise for over a year. Why? This is the bad guys that control our food distribution saying, you better quit arresting our buddies. You better quit arresting these people. And by the way, how do I say this? Real, raw, how can I say this? Real, raw news. I don't even know if I can say it in the same sentence. .com. Go check it out. I just got confirmation from inside sources saying, yep, it's accurate. It's not spoof. It's not lies. It's not made up stuff. It's the cabal. It's the Moloch cabal worshippers that are fighting back. All of this food shortage, all man-made. It's all Moloch cabal worshippers made. And they're doing this because as we start arresting them, I say we, that's the good guys, okay? The alliances, I guess they're called, the military intelligence, the good guys. That's all I can say. I know more, but I have to choose my words very, very, very carefully. So as the good guys start removing the bad guys' financial system, the SWIFT system, as they start removing them, arresting them, this is what we get. We get food shortages. We get suitcase nukes. They are powerful. These are the guys that work under the table, behind the curtains, the Moloch and Baal worshipers. These are the guys that believe in human sacrifice, killing people. Let's go on and read the article. Wholesale prices are at a high record. Some supplies scarce. One woman said grocery bill has been slowly climbing over the past few weeks. Yep, actually it's the past few months. Prices are just so high. Everything seems to be $1 or $2 higher. This creep has just happened and is very expensive. Prices are going up. Wholesale inflation jumped 8.3% from August this time a year ago. That's the biggest gain on record in the last 10 years. We haven't seen anything yet, he says. Look at the last line. Prices are going to continue to go up for a good year and a half. Who's doing that? Moloch and Baal worshipers. These people behind the curtains that pull the strings, that rule the world. Again, say it, Satan rules the world through his Moloch and Baal worshipers. which have promised to give him plenty of souls, and he will give them high technology and give them money and control and power. Boom. That's really it. You want to know what's really going on? That's what's really going on. It's official. As of June, according to 2021, Hal Turner, headline is official, Russia to exit U.S. dollar. This came out in June. This morning, the Russian Finance Ministry publicly confirmed Russia is now exiting from all dollar assets. What is happening? The dollar, my brothers and sisters, is going away. Why? Because we're coming into a new QFS digital system. If you can put things together, connect them up, this is what it's saying. The Russian finance minister is introducing changes to the structure of the National Wealth Fund within a month. This was back in June. I'm just backing it up. I'm just saying this is further confirmation. Just as the central bank, we made a decision to reduce the National Wealth Fund investment in dollar assets. We made a decision to abandon the dollar assets, means the dollar is going down. Coverstone said he heard them playing taps as the dollar was burning. About a third of it burned as it was going down. Remember that? Okay. If you put it all together, I'm telling you, we're looking. See, everybody wants me to give them a date. Okay, forget the date stuff. In the next few months, 6 months, 9 months, I don't know. But what we're looking at is a food shortage. The death of the dollar. This is what the prophecies, the dreams and the visions that I've been getting from people I believe are hearing from God. This is what's coming. If you have ears to hear, eyes to see, this is what's coming. The petrodollar, some people are quickly claiming Russia's move is meaningless because the world operates on the petrodollar, the U.S. dollar. Meaning, all oil bought and sold around the world is transacted currently in dollars. However, as of back in June, it was actually August 24th, when Saudi Arabia signed an agreement to have the Russians be their protector rather than the U.S. military. So the petrodollar is going bye-bye. It is arrogantly thought that as long as the oil must be bought and sold in dollars, there is no way the world can de-dollarize because they must possess the currency to trade oil. But as of August 24th, that changed. Just like Shane Warren was told in this vision back in 2010, he said the dollar he saw it blowing worthless as leaves in the wind. The man picked up dollars and said they're worthless. And then Coverstone was saying, he said he saw dollars getting sucked out of the banks. Here it is. It's right here. It's in front of us. We're looking at the next few months. I can't put a date on it. I'm saying it's just over the horizon, just over the fence, just around the corner. The dollar is in the process of dying. And yes, I'd recommend you have food. And for the emergency food, we're going to send you to Heaven's Harvest, promo code STAN. If you need gold and silver, yes, we're going to send you to cornerstoneassetmetals.com. Mention Prophecy Club. And since we know that suitcase nukes, I got 13 people, 13 different sources saying suitcase nukes are about to go off. When? Look, if I could, I can't, but if I could give you a date, would that really help? Just get prepared, my brothers and sisters. It's called empshield.com, promo code prophecy. That is, if you want your cars to start, if you want your locks on your cars to open, if you want your radiator or your refrigerator work, if you want your computers to work in your home, if there's a suitcase nuke that goes off near you, if you want them to work, empshield.com. Prophecy is the promo code. Let's go on. So the next step is super doom. Russia and China. Now that's the next thing I want to talk about. China will exit the petrodollar. Everybody is saying China's our number one enemy. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Our problem, according to Dmitry Duduman and many other people, I believe, is not China. China is not our problem. Yes, I'm going to show you some articles. They say, yes, China, I think, is angry at us. But they're going to be on our side. I'm telling you, that's what the Lord says. China's going to be on our side. China, everybody's saying China's the enemy. China's the It's the big problem. China's the problem. Wrong. In the end, when the Russians take us out, China is going to be on our side. China is going to go against the Russians. I understand they're angry. I'm going to show you some articles. I understand the Russians are mad at us. The Chinese are mad at us. It seems like the whole world is mad at us. Because why? We've left the protection of the Lord Jesus Christ. Because Revelation 18 says, I saw another angel come down from heaven, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great, that's America, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And I pray almost every night, yes, Lord, I know that is almost in total fulfillment, but please, Lord, forgive us. Forgive the sins of America. Give us more time. Cause the massive arrests to be turned from our wicked ways so you will hear from heaven, forgive our sins, and heal our land. Heal our land, Lord. Give us more time. I don't want to see this bad stuff come. I want to see the Moloch and Baal worshippers rounded up. I want to see the massive arrests, and I believe you do too. The next step is super doom. Russia and China will exit the petrodollar. We know that. Shane Warren told us that way back in 2010. Once that takes place, other countries will stampede into other currencies that oil can be traded in, and they will dump their dollar currency reserves. Duh. We know that. We've been talking about that for a long time. All those trillions of dollars will come flooding back to the United States in such enormous amounts, it will instantly trigger hyperinflation. In other words, dollars blowing in the wind. Worthless. You remember Daniel Davis had a dream, 3 dreams, but one of the dreams, he said he saw a man walk to the podium and say, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. The United States, as you have known it, in other words, the all-capital United States of America that went defunct, bankrupt, dissolved, as of November the 5th of 2020, we've been talking about this. The United States, as you have known it, has, how do you word it? Ceased to exist. All property lines are dissolved, and the U.S. dollar is worthless. Do not let that surprise you. Don't start biting your fingernails, my brothers and sisters. We are preparing for it. I wish it didn't happen. I wish it didn't have to happen. But what is it going to take to wake up America? That's what Dimitri kept walking around saying. Wake up, America. Wake up, America. What's it going to take to wake up America, especially the sleeping little... I just had a guy come up to me. Okay, how do I tell you the story? So Sunday I went to, can I say the word? You know that C word? C-O-V, I can't say it all. A symposium this past Saturday. Set up my books. Met a man. He's the guy that does the audio and video for him. And he said, look, he says, I work with all of the guys, all of the big names, all the Christian ministries. He went through popping off all of the big names. He said, I get to see what you don't get to see. I get to go to dinner with them. I get to see the underbelly of Christianity. And he said, let me just tell you. He said, you and your preaching and your information is light years ahead of them. They will not bring anything negative to the people because they aren't trying to preach the true gospel, the true word of God. They are trying to make money. They're trying to build a great big church so they can't tell the people the truth. I'm telling you the truth. And that's what he said. What you're doing is right. And I'm going to get behind you, and I'm going to help you. You're about to see Prophecy Club start growing. Matter of fact, all right, I'll tell you something else. So as I'm going to this symposium, Saturday morning, had to be there at 7:30. I got a load of books in the car, and I'm driving there. And I said, Lord, I'm going to put out these books. But my heart is not really to sell books. Yeah, I want to get the information out. But my heart is not really to make money. I'll tell you what. So this was my prayer. This was talking to the Lord. I might not get through the PowerPoint today, but that's okay. So I'm talking to the Lord. And I said, Lord, the truth is, okay? The truth is, I'm tired of the rejection. I'm tired. Yes, okay, fine. We've got 85,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you. But I'm tired of being rejected. And it's not me. It's the warning message. It's they're rejecting Jesus and his last days warning, but I feel it. I feel it like a 50-pound sack of, why won't they listen to me? And I said, so the truth is, Lord, I'm tired of the rejection. You understand? They're not rejecting me. They're rejecting Jesus and his last days warning. I said, but anyway, this was my prayer. I said, I'm tired of all the rejection. I said, I'll tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like to get some acceptance. I'd like you to introduce me, bring someone that can help me to get this warning message out. Boom. The second guy at the table. I'll even say his name. I won't say his last name. Andrew and his wife walk up to the table. We talk for 2.5 hours. Forget the symposium. I didn't hear anything at the symposium. I said, I can listen to that online. Him and I, it would be like I would start a sentence, he would finish it. He would start a sentence, I'd finish it. We talked for 2.5 hours as fast as we could talk, interrupting each other. It was like an introduction in heaven. Matter of fact, he just spent all day long, which, by the way, normally I do these broadcasts every day by 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Back when they were audio, I'd have it done by 11 or 12 o'clock. It's 11:17 p.m. as I'm recording this. I'm probably not going to get all the way through my PowerPoint. But if you want to know my heart, if you want to know what Prophecy Club thinks is really coming, I'm telling you. I'm telling you the dollar is dying. It's going away. I'm telling you. We are going to a new digital currency system. The paper dollars, the coins are going bye-bye. When? Forget the when. I don't know when. Soon. Next few months, maybe. Next 3 or 4 months. I don't know. Soon. I'm telling you, I can't give you financial advice. Let me say that. I can't. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have some license that tells me that I can tell you financial advice. I don't. I'm not giving you financial advice. But I'm telling you, if my mom were to call, son, what do you think I ought to do? I would say, Mom, I think you ought to have at least a handful of gold coins and at least a handful of silver coins. I think you ought to have some gold and silver coins. I also... If I had, I talking to Andrew, I said, which would you rather be? The guy that's standing in line with a pocket full of gold and silver coins, or the guy on the other side of the 3x8 table selling bread? In other words, is it going to be better to have gold or silver coins or actual emergency food? He said, I'll take the emergency food guy. But the truth is, we want to have both because there's a place for a gold and silver coin. You pull up to get gas. You don't want to pull out a loaf of bread. Okay, I mean, there's a place for them. What do I have to do to get ready, Stan? I don't know. Lord, show me. This is what I do. Look, I might not get through my PowerPoint. Let me just talk to you. I keep praying, Lord, show me what I need to do to get prepared. And he showed me something. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Hopefully in the next few weeks, I can tell you what I've done. It's big, though. Lord, show me. This is what you got to do, my brothers and sisters. Show me. Show me what I need to do to get prepared. Show me. I don't know. Only you know the end from the beginning. Only you know what is going to come to me, my family, my household. I'm just asking you to get me ready. And it's not that I want to try to survive until you return. I'm talking about getting me ready for me and my family, and I want to be a soul winner. I'm willing to give my life for you. I don't care about this world. I care about your kingdom. I want to win souls. That's my heart, and I believe that's your heart. I want to win souls. Thousands upon thousands. I'll tell you again. I don't know. It was 20, I can give you the exact date, but it was some 20 years ago. I was drifting off to sleep, and I thought about it. Before I said anything, I said, Lord, I just realized I forgot to turn my lights on. It's too late, though. No, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. That's too bright. Hang on. That way you can see what I'm saying. That's too bright, too. Okay, now, hopefully, I forget to turn them on sometimes, but so I was drifting off to sleep. And I said, Lord, I just want to say I love you more than I love my wife or my children or ministry or my life. The very beat of my heart, the breath in my lungs, I want to say I love you more. Well, I guess that was something important because that was the first time God spoke to me. And it's what I call the eternity voice. It was like standing inside of a sphere. This voice came from all directions, and it said, I'm giving you part of the harvest from the seeds sown by Billy Graham. Then a sharp sword appeared. I held it in two hands, and I could spin it in any direction, very light in any direction, very sharp. And a piece of paper 2 foot by 2 foot appeared up into my right. I took the sword and I cut off about a third of the paper. And as I cut off this paper, okay, it just turned to like a waterfall, just whoosh. In other words, all of the souls will come in very quickly. That's what he spoke to my heart. I got to thinking about it. Billy Graham. Okay. Well, he did a ministry in sports stadiums around the globe for some 50 years. Probably the greatest soul winner of our time. Probably. And I think I touched his heart by saying, I love you more than I love my wife, than my children, more than I love myself, more than anything. You're number one. And he says he's going to give me part of the harvest from the seeds sown by Billy Graham. Other prophecies have said thousands upon thousands. Now, I tell you that because I think I'm talking to you. I think that's your heart. I think your heart is, we're not trying to survive the tribulation. We're not trying to live a long time. We aren't trying to look for a hole to crawl into. We don't even mind starving to death for our Lord. Number one in our heart is we want to win souls. We want to be a fire plucker. We want to get people out of hell. That's our heart. Now, we have to be prepared. We want to be there with some food when they don't have it. We want to have that Berkey water filter so we can filter the mud down the street into clean water. We want to be there and sit there and say, how'd you know this is coming? I've been preparing for this for a long time. Not because I'm some weirdo wacko. I believe God. I believe his prophecies. And I'm a soul winner. I want to tell you about Jesus. Here's some food. Here's some water. How'd you know? Now I want to tell you about Jesus. That's our heart. That's my heart. You know, I got more PowerPoint, but I think I want to leave it right there. I want to leave it right there because I think that's your heart. That's my heart. I think that's your heart too. It's all about souls. It's all it's about. So, let me conclude with this. I recommend you go to empshield.com. Get you one of those devices. It's about the size of 4 cigarette packages. Hooks to your battery. Takes you all of 10 minutes. You watch a little video. You'll be saying, well, shucks, that's not hard. I can do that. I can do it. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not even, my wife doesn't even want me to try to do anything like plumbing around the house. Call somebody, mess it up. I'm not good at that stuff. But I could do that. If you need emergency food, heavensharvest.com, promo code STAN. EMPshield.com, promo code prophecy. Need some kind of gold and silver? Recommend you have some if you can afford it. Leslie was told by the Lord, you can't prepare for every eventuality, but tell the people what they can do to get prepared. Do it. CornerstoneAssetMetals.com. Tell them Prophecy Club sent you. Keep praying that God will show you what you need to do. Prepare. That means not just physical preparations, but you got to get some scriptures down. You got to memorize some scriptures. You got to be able to lead someone to the Lord. Okay, all of those preparations. Get prepared, because I believe we are, look at that New Madrid fault, earthquake hit, soul winning started. Suitcase nukes go off, soul winning started. That dollar goes to leaves blowing in the wind, soul winning just started. You got to know how to lead someone to the Lord. That's what we're doing. We're preparing the greatest miracle revival in human history. Jeremiah 16:19-21. O Lord, my refuge, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies. In other words, Allah and stuff like that. Lies, vanity, and things wherein there's no profit, and have made in themselves gods that are not gods. Therefore, this once means one time in the whole 6,000-year human history. I will this once, one time, and only one time, I will show them my hand and my might, and I will show them that my name is Jehovah. Means one time, like he told me, August 8th, 2015, Saturday night. Lord, you've heard me tell this story. I don't have anything to say for the sermon tomorrow morning. What he was saying, I heard words. Sitting in this chair, looking at this monitor, I heard him say, this is the time of miracles. And then he downloaded in my heart, as the judgment hits, so are my miracles. Miracles like no one has seen. Going all the way back to Adam and Eve, no one has seen the kind of miracles I'm about to do. You tell them I will never leave them nor forsake them. I'm going to meet the devil, inch for inch, step for step, pound for pound. Everything the devil does, I'm going to meet him. Like, for example, when he comes out with the devil's 10 commandments, he will call them probably like mankind's 10 commandments, then God is going to show them the real Ark of the Covenant, and inside are the real 10 commandments, and he's going to disprove everything. As he's got the beast and the false prophet in the Holy of Holies, he's got 2 witnesses, which would be Moses and John the Revelator, walking down the streets of the city of Jerusalem and all over Israel. And these are the 2 witnesses. If any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. If any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. Anybody try to kill those 2 witnesses, and they hit them with a morning star. They fall to the ground, a pile of ashes and bone, destroying both body and soul. We are possibly in the next few months, next few quarters of the year, I don't know, we are right around the corner from the greatest move of God in human history. That, my brothers and sisters, is what you and I are prepared. Yet prepared. Keep saying, Lord, what do I do to get prepared? What do I do to get prepared? What do I do to get prepared? Click like, share, and subscribe.